Good morning. Hello, it's Caroline from Complete Fitness and Wellbeing with your 5 moves in 5 minutes on this Friday morning. I hope you've had a great week. It's been an odd week, even though it's been a short week because of the bank holidays, but we're here, end of the week. The moves I'm going to show you today are from our balance and strength class, which we do every Friday morning at 8:30. We have set movements we do every week, so we can work on those particular movements and see our progressions as we go through the weeks ahead. We also add a couple of other moves to add variety, strength, a bit more coordination, whole body brain function for our balance. So as we go through midlife, we may notice our balance changing as we get older, and we're doing all we can to help strengthen it to reduce the risk of injuries and falls maybe as we get older. So without further ado, 2 moves that we do every week. First move is we're going to literally do a heel to toe walk. So instead of walking with our feet in line with our hips, we're going to change that stance. So grab my timer. As always, if you're going to join in, please make sure you're feeling fit and you only do what's suitable for you. And you have a clear, safe space, no hazards that we are necessarily aware of on the floor. Right, 45 seconds work, off we go. So I'm literally going to put heel to toe. I'm doing this barefoot and walking as much as you can, being barefoot, as close to the ground in texture and sense, is great for the nerve endings on the feet, that connection with the floor, being aware of what the rest of the body's doing. Obviously, it may not be practical at all the time. I'm also now walking backwards. Again, that's going to be challenging my sense of where I am, what am I doing. But having my feet, again, feeling each other, feeling the floor is helping. My feet can expand, they can spread. Now, if this movement feels okay, just back and forth, can we add maybe looking left to right? So we begin to challenge that balance. Next move, feet parallel, so feet hip width apart. We're going to come up to our tiptoe bend, lower, straighten. So a move where we are challenging the balance in different stages. So from here, tiptoe. Then I'm going to gently bend my knees and my hips, lower my heels down, straighten. Tiptoe, bend, lower, straighten. Oops, tiptoe, bend, lower, straighten. Lovely. And again, so I'm working all the joints, my toe joints, ankle, knee, hips. And it's amazing, coming up on tiptoe, how challenging that could be as well. Now we could also, if we wanted to add a bit of weight to this, hold a weight. So again, we're adding a little more strength to the movement as well. Which will also challenge the balance because our arms wouldn't be there necessarily to help us if we needed it. And to pause from there. Next move, we're going to do, what have I got written down? We're going to do a clock face. So my left foot is going to stay still and my right leg is going to be walking around the clock. It could be going 12, 3, 6, 3, 12, or maybe 12, 2, 4, 6, 8. You can play around with this. How does it feel on your hip? Because we're getting that movement through that hip joint. My left leg, it's got a slight bend in the knee, feels comfortable, and my left foot is really connected with the floor. So I'm feeling through each of the toes, ball of the foot, heel of the foot. So my foot's a bit like a tripod on the floor. Now if that's okay, we could add some arm movements. So again, you can really sort of play around, challenge yourself with these movements, as long as that feels all right. I then want to add some rotation. So my left leg is going to be moving, my right leg is going to be the grounded leg this time. Hands together or separate. I'm going to gently hinge back. My left foot is still on the floor, but I'm hinging back. My hands are on the outside of my right thigh. As I come up, I can keep my left foot on the floor as I rotate round, up to the left. And then I'm going to come back down again. This time I'm going to extend my left leg out to the back. So single leg deadlift. And then come up into a knee high as I rotate to the left. And then I'm aiming just to keep that movement, hinging back, that leg extends, coming up, reaching round. Oops. A bit challenging at any time. That foot can come down, we reground, we can then continue from there. And then last move, we're going to just do a bear hover. We're going to come to all fours. And you might not think much of a balance on this one, but again, we're challenging the body moving in different ways. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. I'm going to tuck my toes under and just gently lift my knees off the floor. So again, core, strength, shoulders, come back down again. I'm then going to do the same, but then I might just take my right foot off the floor. So I'm now on a 3-point contact. Come back down again. And again, come up onto all fours, and I take my left foot off again. So I'm having to disperse my weight through my 2 arms on one leg, while still trying to maintain some reasonable movement. I might actually add some more movement to that, so that's going to challenge it even more. So coming up, maybe extend and rest. So there we go, 5 moves in 5 minutes that we'll be doing very shortly in our class. Movements to challenge the balance. And so it's not always about just standing on one leg, although that is great and it's worth practicing that too. But it's challenging the body in many ways so that when it needs to, it can adapt to help support, keep us upright or prevent something if we need to. So there we go. Let me know how you're getting on with your balance. I'd love to know, do you have any particular areas you need to focus on, do you think, whether it's joints, knees, hips, let me know. I'd be really interested to find out. On that note, have a super day and have a great weekend. And I'll see you next week for some more 5 moves in 5 minutes. So take care and I will see you then.